Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make a nice breakfast today only from fruit. You can have a dessert also. This is just fruit. It's the lightest food ever. Just fruit. But there's 3 different kinds of fruit and some very different flavors, different textures. I show you. The colors are pretty much in the red, orange. All these things, the flavor and the texture and the color, the fragrance, all these are nutrients. Did you know that? They have health benefits. Yeah? Nutrition has to be completely rethought, reconsidered. Yeah? Because, did I show you? I didn't say anything. This is a very special fruit. It's a persimmon. And you see, I'm very careful because this is super ripe. You see, very ripe. And that's how it should be. You know, to test the ripeness of a persimmon, you just need to take off this, the little top. See, this is super ripe. If this happens, it's very easy. You have to cleanse this a little bit. Some of the top is still in there, but it's very easy. I just take a small knife and cut the dirty part out. This is from where the fruit is in contact with the air, in nature, where they grow. I have 2 persimmons here, and I take out the, you see the tops, and it has to be that easy. Then it is really ripe. And with this fruit, this persimmon is a very special fruit. I cut out some dirt here. In the texture here, when you have something, sometimes in the peel, sometimes you have a little bit of dirt, that grows into the plant. It doesn't really matter. I just cut it out because in that growing nature, something like that happens. But the peel, I won't peel this. Yeah? There are 2 different kinds of persimmons, and one has a bitter peel. And you really cannot eat that peel. Then you have to peel it to spoon it out or so. You have to peel it. Yeah. And the other one, this here, has no bitter peel, and so you don't need to peel it. I have this one in my health food shop. They always get this one. I'm lucky. Sometimes when I get to another shop, I see the smaller ones. They're a little bit more light. The color is more yellowish. And they have this bitter peel. I tried them, and I didn't know that there was a difference. So I tried to get it, and I ate it. And I thought, oh, that is bitter. I can't eat it. So I didn't know what to do until I read it on the internet, and the information. I found there are 2 different kinds of persimmon. The one with the bitter peel, they're a little bit yellowisher, and the other is this one, not with a bitter peel. And then you can eat. And of course, if they are not organic, you have to peel them anyway, because they spray pesticides on top, and you have to then peel it. Otherwise, you don't get off the poison. It's in the food even, and well, I try to get organic. If I don't have organic, I try to go do without, but then I eat the conventional fruit, but you can still wash them with different procedures, but if possible, I get it organic. But this is not the major issue, I guess. Yeah. The main thing is it is vegan and whole food. That's the main. And now I blend it. Wait a second. Something very special with this fruit, as you saw, when I began to blend it, it was orange, more bright, like reddish. And now, and it was very soft, almost liquid. Yeah, you saw it was so soft. And now blending this turned out into a cream, into a pudding-like cream. It's a pudding now. It's a completely different texture. And that's what makes persimmon also so interesting for me, because the persimmon produces, when you blend it, a very firm texture like a pudding, and you can use it in pudding recipes or in cakes or so. It's an amazing fruit. In Asia and now all over the world, it's always you always get it almost at every place. It's a very far spread now. I think it comes from Asia, persimmon, and now it's all over the world. It's a wonderful fruit, and right now I have them now in the health food shop, so I try some recipes. They are not always there. I don't know. Sometimes you see, this is so nice here, and you could eat it right away. It's a wonderful meal, and if you eat persimmon, yeah, if you eat it once, you will notice it is so healthy. It feels wonderful if you eat it. It makes you full. It keeps for a while. I don't know. It's a very special fruit. You have to try it. It's amazing. So I could eat it now. I will try. I will try. Just try. The beautiful color. Let's see. Yeah. It's a very complex flavor. It's a very gentle flavor. But it is complex, yeah. There are many different nuances in there. Still very gentle, beautiful. But what I will do now, I will combine it with some raspberries. They have been frozen. I thawed them. Now they are not frozen anymore. They are still cold. But I will fold them into the persimmon mousse, or the pudding. Yeah, because these raspberries, they have a sweet sour flavor. If they are really ripe, they are really sweet. But it is very rare, very hard to find them really these kinds of ripe raspberries. Of course, in season you find them easier, but when you get them frozen, they are all available all over the year, all through the year. The frozen raspberries are very expensive. Even organic quality, so that's very nice. I always have some frozen berries in the freezer to use them like here, and they are usually a little bit more sour. So that means, I guess that might be a very perfect combination with the persimmon mousse. I will try now a little combination. Wow, wonderful. In general, persimmon combine very nicely with a citrus fruit. Yeah, they're very nice together. Now I will make it easy. I will have this for my breakfast, or you could even make a dessert, because the fruit is so light. But still, it is also a breakfast, because the persimmon has this wonderful quality. You eat it, and it is filling. It's completely filling. I don't know why. I guess it is about the texture. I think it is the high fiber content of the persimmon fruit. Yeah, I guess that is the reason why it firms up so nicely. Yeah, as I showed you before. This is here the persimmon mousse with the raspberries, just the whole raspberries. Because if I blend the raspberries in a blender, if I would blend them, the little seeds in the raspberry, they would turn into a bitter flavor. And then they begin to scratch in the throat. So when the chefs, the big chefs, the TV chefs also, if they use raspberries in a dish, they usually press them through a sieve, a fine colander, to get the seeds out. But here I put the whole raspberries just into the cream, and it's a wonderful combination. And I will top it with this ripe, super ripe and sweet mango. Mango is another fruit. They have also very amazing health benefits. It also keeps, if you eat mango, it will also keep for a while and fill you up. So mango is one of these amazing superfruit that are not only healthy, but also have such a high nutritional value. Yeah, it's really amazing. I love mangoes a lot. Of course, they are not local here in our western area. They come from India or so, wherever they come from. But luckily we have them in the health food shop. Usually they have them, and sometimes they have delicious ones, sometimes they're very expensive, and I don't take them. I wait until they are lower price, and then I know already, aha, now it's time for mango. It is time for mango, and I just put them on top of my persimmon cream with the raspberries. I have a three fruit breakfast, very light but still very nutritious, and I think it will keep for a while. And I will eat all this bowl, I guess, because it is so light, you can go wrong. You can eat as many fruit as you want in a day, and this never will hurt you. I read about the scientific studies about it, long time studies, and science found out that is really true. In fact, actually it is the opposite. The most premature death right now are due to eating too little fruit. Yeah? It's not a wonder, because fruit are among the most expensive foods, because they for example, use a lot of water to produce fruit, more than vegetables and other grains or so. Fruit are so high in water, so very expensive. If you have a list what is needed for every ingredient. I'm only talking about the plant food, not animal foods. Animal products are a really different story. They are very expensive and very bad for the health and for the environment. I don't talk about that. Poor animals have to suffer. No, just about plants. In the plant kingdom, the fruit are on the top of the expensive foods, and maybe that's also a reason that many people do not eat as many fruits, because they are really expensive and they waste quickly. Yeah, it's not so easy to store fruit. Yeah, so there are a lot of disadvantages of fruit, but if you know how to eat them, if you know that they are super healthy, you might be a little bit less shy and really have a wonderful meal with fruit. As I said, science shows you cannot eat too much fruit. It's never unhealthy. Yeah, I don't know if there are some special rare diseases where fruit is not recommended, or certain kinds. I don't know. I just, in this report, in these long reports, the evidence says there is not known any case where fruit was unhealthy. So maybe there are some exceptions, but in general, I don't think fruit is bad. And the sugar content, often criticized in fruit because sugar is bad for my health, that's absolutely nonsense. The sugar is good as long as it's combined with fiber. And fiber here, especially in mangoes and in persimmons, is super high in fiber, and that makes almost everything healthy. Yeah, it's really true. You have to look it up if you want to see a little bit more about it. I just can say fruit, fruit, fruit. Very nice. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If so, give me a thumbs up and subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Then you have another recipe every single day. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.